Every single day, McDonald's serves millions of customers around the world. But here's the shocking part. Burgers aren't what made this company one of the richest businesses on earth. In fact, if you think McDonald's biggest business is selling burgers, you've been looking at the wrong business all along. Because hidden behind every Big Mac is a business model that quietly generates billions of dollars year after year. To understand that secret, we have to go back to a small restaurant in California. Long before there were thousands of restaurants, there were just two brothers with one simple idea. Their system was incredibly fast, incredibly efficient, and unlike anything customers had ever seen. People loved it. Sales exploded. But the biggest opportunity was still hiding in plain sight. Then, one salesman walked through those doors and changed the future of the company forever. His name was Ray Kroc, and he saw something that almost everyone else completely missed.
That discovery didn't just transform McDonald's, it changed the entire fast food industry forever. But Ray Kroc wasn't interested in flipping burgers. He was chasing something far more valuable, and almost nobody realized it at the time. Ray Kroc wasn't impressed by the burgers. He was obsessed with something much bigger, a system that could be repeated thousands of times. Instead of opening one successful restaurant, he imagined opening 10, then 100, then thousands. The plan was simple. Let other people invest their money while following the exact same system. This became known as franchising, and it allowed McDonald's to grow faster than almost anyone thought possible. By the 1960s, new locations were appearing across America at an incredible pace. But rapid growth created a new problem. How do you keep thousands of restaurants consistent? Every burger had to taste the same. Every customer had to get the same experience, no matter where they visited. That consistency built one of the strongest brands in the world. But it still wasn't the biggest reason McDonald's became so valuable. Because while everyone was watching the restaurants, Ray Kroc was watching something else entirely. And that's when he discovered the idea that would quietly generate billions for decades to come.
The world thought McDonald's was selling burgers, but Ray Kroc had already realized the real business was hiding under everyone's feet. Most people think franchisees simply pay McDonald's to use its name, but that's only part of the story. Before a restaurant even opens, McDonald's carefully chooses one thing above everything else: the location. Busy intersections, shopping districts, high-traffic neighborhoods, places where millions of people pass every year. Because in business, the right location can be worth more than the restaurant itself. Here's the secret. In many cases, McDonald's acquires or controls the land, and the franchisee pays to operate from that location. That means the business isn't only earning from burgers, it's also earning from the property behind the restaurant. Every successful location becomes another long-term income-producing asset. The burgers attract customers, but the real estate helps strengthen the business for years to come. That's why some investors describe McDonald's as more than just a restaurant company. The food built the brand, but the business strategy helped build one of the most valuable companies in the world. But owning great locations wasn't enough. McDonald's discovered another strategy that made every restaurant even more profitable, and almost every customer experiences it without realizing. Finding the perfect location brings customers through the door, but getting them to spend more? That's a completely different game. Look at the menu closely. It isn't designed just to show food. It's designed to influence your decisions. Your eyes naturally land on the meals that offer the best value, and that's no accident. Adding fries and a drink may feel like a small upgrade, but across millions of orders, those small upgrades become enormous revenue. McDonald's doesn't rely on one expensive product. It relies on millions of small decisions made every single day. Behind every order is another system working quietly in the background: speed. Every second saved means more customers served and more revenue generated. That's why kitchens are carefully designed so employees take as few steps as possible. When you multiply those tiny time savings across thousands of restaurants, the results become extraordinary.
That's how McDonald's turns millions of everyday meals into one of the most efficient business machines ever built. But the biggest lesson isn't about burgers or even real estate. It's a business principle that can turn almost any company into a global giant. When people see the golden arches, they see burgers. Investors see something completely different, one of the most powerful business systems ever created. The food built the brand. Franchising accelerated the growth. Strategic real estate strengthened the business. Together, they created an empire. The biggest lesson isn't about shelling more burgers. It's about building a system that keeps creating value year after year. Great companies don't just sell products. They build systems that keep working, even while they sleep. That's why McDonald's became far more than a fast food chain. It became a blueprint for building a global business. The next time you pass a McDonald's, remember, you're looking at decades of strategy, not just a restaurant. The companies that dominate the world rarely win by accident. They win because they understand something everyone else overlooks. If you enjoy discovering the hidden strategies behind the world's biggest brands, subscribe to Finance with ZI, because next time we'll uncover another billion-dollar business secret hiding in plain sight. What if I told you one company makes billions without manufacturing a single product? You'll never look at that brand the same way again.